All right, I want to say Shalom. I'm going to give all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakal Kadash. That's who we English call God and Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit and the ancient Paleo Hebrew, man. All right, and I want to give double honor to the elders and apostles of GMS who do rule well. And salutation to Joachim, pushing his word with truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth. All right, I'm going to another lesson. I'm going to just title this lesson, the curses and things that they don't want you to know. All right, and the things that they don't want you to know be in the scriptures. All right, they don't want you to know who you are. They don't want you to know the prophecies, and they don't want you to know the judgment. All right, because these things are vital and going to be to you making into the kingdom of heaven, man. So I'm gonna just set some foundation, all right, with Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 1:1. All right, because for young brothers who's coming into this truth or just waking up to the truth and they just want to know the truth. All right, so when doing that, you go into a lot of different doctrines trying to figure out what's the truth and what's not the truth. All right. So this is really for young brothers who's coming into the truth, man, building a nice foundation, all right, on the scriptures, all right. This is Deuteronomy Deuteronomy 1:1. It says, "These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on the side of Jordan in the wilderness," all right. So this is what Moses spake to. Everybody know the story of Moses, let my people go. When he went to Pharaoh, let my people go. All right. When the Lord sent Moses to Pharaoh to get his people. All right. This was the Israelites. All right. Said this is what he gave them. All right. To go by. These are things, the laws and statutes and the commandments that Moses gave to the children of Israel. All right. He didn't give them to the other nations. Wasn't no other nations there to receive these laws. It was just the children of Israel. All right. And the scrolls what we have today is the scriptures. All right. And it was only given to the children of Israel. So let's jump to 28:1. All right, because we got to build a foundation on what Moses told the children of Israel. All right. It says, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently. Hearken means listen. All right. If thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy power will set thee on high above all nations. All right. So the Israelites was meant to be above all nations anyway. All right. We only on the bottom right now because we disobeyed the commandments of the Lord, but we were made to be set above all nations. All right. That's why it's all kind of animals in the jungle, but who rules the jungle in the animal world? All right. The lion does. All right. Just like it is with people. All right. We're all made human. Okay. But it's one particular people who's most athletic, most strongest people, most smartest people, and that's the Israelites. All right. So we were made to be above all people from the jump. Okay. Verse 2, and it says, all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power. So the Lord is going to give us a list of good things that happen to us if we listen to him. All right. Now I'm going to read a list of those good things. It says, and all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power. It says, blessed shall thou be in the city, and blessed shall thou be in the field. Blessed shall thou be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, and the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep. It says, blessed shall be thy basket in thy store. Blessed shall thou be when thou comest in, and blessed shall thou be when thou goest out. All right, so these are some of the curses, the blessings that will happen to the children of Israel if we listen to the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. All right, but Israel, we sinned. All right, we went off. Our people started worshiping idols. All right, our people started committing adultery. We was doing all kind of matters of wickedness. We was eating abominable foods. All right, things we weren't supposed to be eating. Okay, and we was just going off, man. We was dealing with the other nations, all kind of things, man. So we didn't listen to the Lord. So these are a list of curses that he gave that will happen to us if we didn't listen. All right. And it said, this is Deuteronomy. I'm going to jump to 15. Deuteronomy 28 and 15. It says, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt now hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. All right, overtake. All these curses shall come upon thee, and overtake thee. Let's just get the blue letter on overtake, man, and just kind of get some understanding on these curses, man. Okay. My blue letters acting crazy. Did I hit it right? Let's see. Okay, this says this is the blue letter. This is in the Strong Concordance H5381. All right. Is in how you pronounce that? Let's see how you pronounce it.
Strong's H5381. Nasag. Nasag.
Nasag. All right. It says to reach, overtake, take hold upon. All right. Hipple. To overtake, to reach, attain, to cause to reach, to be able to secure, reach, have enough. All right. To overtake, man. So it basically means it was for surely going to be upon us, man. These things were going to be upon us, stick to us like glue, okay? Verse 16, it says, cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field. Cursed should be thy basket and thy store. Cursed should be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy land, and the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep, all right? Cursed shall thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shall thou be when thou goest out. All right, so these are just some of the curses, man. This curse, you can read the whole chapter, but I'm just kind of jump around, all right, and through process of elimination, we tell me what nation of people do these curses fit, all right? Through process elimination, do these curses fit Esau, which is a so-called white man? Do it fits Ishmael, all right, which is the so-called Arabics, all right? Does it fit Ham, which is the so-called Africans, all right? Does it fit Moab, which is the so-called Chinese, or Ammon, the so-called Japanese? All right, we're just gonna do process elimination, man. So I'm gonna just jump up to let's start at 30. All right, it says and thou shalt betroth a wife. Okay, betroth means to be promised to or engaged. All right, it says thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shall not gather grapes thereof. All right, so when did this happen? All right, what nation of people did this happen to? And what is it referring to? It's referring to slavery. All right, this happened to us in slavery. All right, I'm going to read it again. It says, thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant vineyards, and thou shalt not gather grapes thereof. Right, because we planted vineyards, we picked cotton. All right, we built up the whole America. When they brought us over here, we built this whole country up. All right, but we didn't dwell in none of the houses we built. All right, we was sleeping out back and chained up in back of Master's house. All right, our people picked cotton. You know, we didn't reap none of the benefits of it. We planted vineyards. We didn't drink of the wine that was of the grapes thereof. Okay, jump down to 32. It says, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there should be no might in thy hand. All right, might goes back to power. It would be no power in our hand to do anything about these situations that we were into. All right, and this is what Moses spoke to the children of Israel. All right, these are curses that was going to happen to us and be upon us from until the end of time, until the Lord came and redeemed us. until he come and save us out of the position that we in, okay? And I'll just jump down to 37, all right? And it says, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee, all right? And that was part of the curses, that we was going to get scattered on the four corners of the earth. We was going to get scattered among all the nations, all right? And we was going to be astonishment. A proverb, a byword is something that calling you anything but outside the God-given name that the Lord gave you. All right, so a proverb and a byword will be nigga, all right, porch monkey, coon, some of the things that they used to call our people, all right, African American, Puerto Rican, Mexican. These are all proverbs and bywords. This is not our biblical nationality, okay? So when somebody's calling you African American or a nigga or whatever, these are proverbs and bywords. These are curses that was going to happen to our people, all right? So through process elimination, who did this happen to, all right? So let's jump up to 46. It says, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. So these curses was gonna be upon us for a sign to know who we are. All right, this would be a sign like, man, look, these things ain't happening to nobody else but our people. That's a sign. All right. Verse 48. It says, therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, all right, which the Lord shall send against thee, and in hunger, all right? So if we hungry, want something to eat, who we go to? We go to our enemies, all right? Why? Because we don't own none of these things, man. Our people don't own farms. We don't own grocery stores, all right? So we hungry, we go to our enemy. Our enemies own these things, all right? You hungry, you go to Popeyes, McDonald's, wherever your choice of you eat at, you got to go to your enemy, man, all right? Because our people don't own these things, okay? And in thirst, you want something to drink, the same thing. And in nakedness, all right, clothes, we want clothes, okay. Some of our people got their own clothing lines, but who own the factories where they buy their fabric and everything from? They don't. Our people don't own these things, okay. We got to go to our enemies, okay. And it says, and in want of all things. So if we want anything, we got to go to our oppressors, man. We got to, if you want to get a job, you got to go to your enemy. If you want to get a car, you have to go to your enemy. If you want food, clothes, you have to go to your enemy. These are curses that you don't. The Chinese man don't have to do that. They got people can go to their own people. Okay, the Arabics, Iranians and the Arabics don't have to do that. They can go to their own people. It's only the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans who have to go to their enemies, man. All right. Then I'll keep reading, and it says, and in want of all things, and he should put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. All right. So what nation of people had yokes of iron put up on their neck? All right. We go get some images, because I kind of Googled it earlier. Okay. Yep. We'll get some images, man. Pictures of yokes of iron. Okay. And to kind of get an idea what we talking about. Okay. Click on this one. All right. This is yokes of iron. All right. You see these people here in this picture, man. These are yokes of iron. This is biblical prophecy that happened to our people. All right. Because we didn't obey the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah, man. All right. All these atrocity of things happened to us, man, in slavery. And that's what these scriptures is talking about that I'm reading, man. These are the curses that will happen to us if we didn't listen. And we obviously didn't listen because these curses came upon us, man, and overtook us. All right. Look at that. Them are yokes of iron, man. All right. We wouldn't be able to do nothing about none of that. All right. So let's go back into the scriptures, because I don't really want to make it a long lesson. But I just wanted to be edifying to, for you young brothers coming into this truth. All right. Let's read verse 49. It says, and the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as an eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. So when these so-called European settlers came over here, you white people, we didn't understand what they was speaking. It was a hard language. All right, we spoke Hebrew. All right, they came speaking English, man. It was a hard language to us. We're speaking a tongue that's not our native tongue right now to this day, man. By you speaking English is shows you that you have been conquered, all right? Because this is not our native tongue, okay? We speak Hebrew, all right? And it says, as swift as an eagle flieth, man. What did America have on the back of their money? An eagle. What did they have on the American flag on the pole? An eagle. All right. What did they say when they so-called land on the moon? The eagle has landed. All right. So this is a description of the people who was going to do these things to us, man. All right. Verse 50, it says, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor unto the young. All right. So because it don't matter you was young or old, they was killing you, man. They had young women, soon as they was pregnant, they had their babies. They was out in the field with them. They babies had to be out in the field with them. All right. These are some of the things that they did to us, man. All right. So I'm gonna just jump up to 68. Well, I'm gonna jump up to 64. All right. And it says 60. This is Deuteronomy 28:64. It says, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people. So Israel was scattered among all people, man. We were scattered among all nations. And Israel loved to have sex. All right. Well, our people can look. Our people rub each other, man, and we'll pop out a baby. All right. Our people love to have sex. So we have babies and mixed with the other nations. You know, so not every Israelite is gonna look like John Shaft. You know what I mean? Some of our people look like the other nations, but they Israelites, because this thing is all about the seed. It's not such thing as mixed people. All right, you are whatever your father is. All right, that's like I'm a black man, so-called black man. I have a baby with a so-called white woman. All right, that baby is not in Esau society. They tell you that baby's mixed. That baby is whatever the father is. All right, if you take an apple seed and you plant it in China, all right, is that do it become a China apple seed? A China apple, apple is still an apple. All right, so same thing with the man. All right, with the seed. It says, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods. All right, so when we get to these places we was gonna get scattered to, we was gonna serve other gods, and let's see what those gods were. It says, which neither nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. All right, so that wood is going into that cross, that wooden cross they got in your Christian churches, man, that you got hung up in your house. It's referring to Christianity. All right, and that stone is basically going into Muslim, because a big part of our people, they follow and take to Islam. All right. And that's what that stone is, all right? Because to be a part of the Nation Islam, you fly to Kaaba, make your Hajj, whatever it's called, and they walk around a rock and kiss it and worship it, all right? So, and it says, among these nations shall thou find no ease, neither shall thy sole of thy foot have rest, but the Lord Yahweh shall give thee rest, shall give thee there a trembling heart and a failing eye of sorrow of mind. All right. So these are we in these nations that our people in, we catching hell, man. We don't know whether we gonna live or die. We in a low vibration, you know, a sorrow or heart, man. Our people is constantly dying. We killing each other. All right. But we've been oppressed. Okay. We're the first ones fired, the last ones hired. All right, with we overpopulate the jails. All right, we're in the lowest parts of the in the ghettos of the world. All right, so we're only oppressed, man. So these are curses, and through process elimination, what people are only oppressed like this. All right, it's the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, but here's jump down to 68, man. This is well, I jumped to 66. It says, and thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shall have no assurance of thy life, man, because our people don't know whether it's going to be our last day or not, man, because we ain't got no assurance of our life. Esau might come in, shoot us down. We might go to jail. All right, we might kill each other. You know, you scared. We ain't got no insurance for our life. All right. And if you look in the news and history through our people, it's been nothing but death, murder, over and over, you know. So this is the Lord showing us that we're still on punishment. Verse 68, man, and here's the curse of them all, man. That shall you know, you should take heed to, man. It should really convict you. Verse 68, it says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. Okay, so why did it say Egypt again? Because the Israelites only went into Egypt one time. All right, we've been into Egypt one time. It says we should go into Egypt again. So let's see why it says Egypt again. What does Egypt mean? Okay, and these are things you ain't gonna be able to learn in your Christian church, that your pastors is not gonna teach you, man, because they don't read. All right, it says, I am the Lord thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. All right, so Egypt is synonymous with bondage. All right, so what's another word for bondage? Slavery. All right, so that's what Egypt means. Egypt literally means bondage, slavery. All right, so let's go back to Deuteronomy 28:68 again and read it, and let's just use slavery. All right, it says, and the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again with ships. All right, it says, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. All right, but that means just how I'm telling you is how it's gonna happen. All right, it says, thou shalt see it no more again. What is it talking about when it say thou shalt see it no more again? It's talking about our homeland. All right, and it says, and there ye should be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you, meaning nobody's gonna save us, man. All right, not your Martin Luther King, your Marcus Garveys, not your Malcolm X, not your who else? Not your Black Panthers, Black Lives Matters. Let's see, man. Any leader that can rise up and try to start a movement, none of these things are gonna help us, man. Only thing that's gonna help us is coming back to the law, statutes, and the commandments, and keeping them to the best of our ability, because the Lord is gonna come back and deliver us anyway. All right, so let's read this again, man. All right, it says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. All right, with ships. And you say, well, we only been into Egypt one time, so this says we going into Egypt again. Okay, what's on the back of your dollar bill? All right, a pyramid. Why is a pyramid on the back of your dollar bill? All right, and you're in America, because this is spiritually Egypt. All right, this is spiritually where we're serving slavery at again. All right, and it says, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye should be sold unto your enemies. So anybody telling you the white man is your friend is you a lie. The Lord said he's your enemy. All right, we'll be sold to our enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, meaning slave man and slave woman, and no man shall buy thee, shall buy you. All right, so that's what that means, man. That's the curses that was on our people through process elimination. Who has that happened to? All right, this is what they don't want you to know. All right, they don't want you to know your true biblical nationality, man. All right, and I'm just going to some few more precepts, because I ain't gonna want to make this lesson too long. All right, this is Jeremiah 17:4. It says, thou even thyself shall discontinue from the heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. So we pissed the Lord off, man. All right, look how much of the Lord been jacking our people up, man. We've been getting shot down in the street, having our babies took away from us, having to vaccine our babies, all right, that cause all kind of ailments and diseases, all right. Just catching hell all around the board. He stripped us of our native tongue, of our nationality, all right, because we pissed the Lord off, all right. But you look how many of our people get killed every day, and our people say, man, wow, well, do you know ultimately know the Lord is ordaining these things, man. He's ultimately a hit boss. He's a mob boss. He's giving out orders to the angels to give hits, like, you know, kill these people. All right, and our people don't get it. We wonder why we're the only people catching hell like this, because we got to come back to the law, statutes, and the commandments of the Lord, our power, man. All right. Let's go to Joel 3. Joel 3 and let's start at 3. It says, and they have cast lots for my people. All right. A lot is basically bidding 25, 35, 45, 55, 65. So that's a lot. All right. It says, and they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. All right. So they have they actually teach you these things in history, man. All right, how they sold boys and girls for a musket gun. All right, they told you, actually, I don't know if they teaching it now, but when we was in school, they taught this, you know. But they just didn't teach us that we was the true Israelites of the Bible. All right, most people know about slavery. These things happen in slavery to God's chosen people. All right, through process elimination, we know this only happened to us. All right. So that's how we know who we are, man. All right, and with knowing who you are, you have to wake up to what you must do, man. All right, and you must keep the law, statutes, and the commandments of the Lord. All right, let's go to Deuteronomy 10, and let's see, Deuteronomy 10 and 12. It says, and now, Israel, what doeth the Lord Yahweh, thy power require of thee? All right, what is the Lord require of us? What's the most question everybody want to know? What is our purpose? What did we get put here for? All right, it says, but to fear the Lord Yahweh, thy power, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul. All right, so we was just put here to serve the Lord, basically, to keep the law, statutes, and the commandments. All right, which actually, if we keep them, we will have peace. All right, our women wouldn't be out of order. They wouldn't be worried about twerking and going to the club and all kind of things like that. Our men wouldn't be, there'd be men's for their family. They wouldn't be leaving the woman high and dry to take care of the kids. You know, our whole nation will prosper. All right. But let's see. Let's go to Hosea 4 and 6, and let's see why we're in a predicament we in now. And it says Hosea 4 and 6. It says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. All right, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou should be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children, man. So our nation, the people, is destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. Calling yourself black or calling yourself Muslim, all right, is destroyed for lack of knowledge. All right, for thinking, for calling, following after Christianity, that's being destroyed for lack of knowledge, because we don't read. All right, our people do not read, man. Okay, but let's see. Let's go to Hosea 1 and 10. It says, yet the number of the children of Israel should be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in all the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it should be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. Okay, so who else are they said to? Because they said, when we was brought over here, they said, you're nothing, you're this, you're that. Now you got our people waking up and being told, look, man, we are the true children of Israel. We're the true prince of the power, man. All right, we're the children of the Most High. All right, we're His people. Okay, so that's where it's been told to us, man, that who we are in the land of our captivity, man. All right, and I'm gonna just close out because I'm pretty sure I went over a little bit time with this lesson. But with that, I'm going to close out and give our praises unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakal Kadash. Shalom to all your Akim pushing this word with truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth. Shalom.